Hey guys, sorry. Hey guys, it's Ree. Yeah, I fell backwards. I know it's been a long time, so what happened was, I filmed a lot of videos and then my memory card and camera were in cahoots and they didn't want me to access it, so I couldn't edit them. Like I could play them, I couldn't edit them, so I don't know what the deal with that was. And then I refilmed a lot of the videos and then I didn't edit them. I haven't even tried. So yeah, hopefully I will go and edit all those videos, and I actually still have some like vlogs and stuff that I need to post that are edited, but I'm slacking. So hopefully I can get all these videos out and not have to, you know, play catch up too bad or worse than I already have to. But yeah, let's just get started. Today I am doing my January wrap up, TBR for February, and TBR for the A Year-a-thon. So let's just get started into it. It's going to be might be a long video, or I'm not sure. But let's just get started into it. The first book. Not the first book, but I like put them by order. But the first book that I that's on this list is Match to a Billionaire by Kate Cartel. And I actually really like this book. It's one of those romance desire books. And I liked it. The premise was interesting. It's about this girl who, it's about this guy who's like committed to his job, married to his job, but he needs like a wife figure to help with like hold the household and host parties and like do those kinds of things. So he hires, he goes this matchmaker and they like match him up to get the wife, and their marriage is basically all like a business arrangement. And yeah, they like sparks fly and they can't help it and they're attracted to each other. So it was a really good book. I really liked it. It was a really long, not long, it was a really short read, and I actually need to get the second and third book in this trilogy. Next book is The Daddy Dilemma by Jacqueline Diamond. I didn't really like this one. I'm not going to go too much into it because I don't like to put too much negativity in there. I don't know, it was just lacking something for me. Next on the list is A Dear John by Nicholas Sparks, and I actually really liked this book. It was actually kind of amazing. I liked how, I have a review on this, I'm not going to go too much into it, but I have a review on this, and I also filmed a book to movie adaptation review, and I need to put that up too. Alright, next is Water for Elephants, and this was a reread. I need to film a lot. But this was a really good book. I liked it as much as the first time that I read it. But yeah, I actually really liked this book. It was kind of amazing, and yeah, and I don't remember if I said it, but it's by Sarah Gruen. Next on the list is Red Riding Hood by Bakley Cartwright Johnson, and this was, I don't know if I said it, but this is a reread for me. I liked it as much as the first time. It's changed my perspective since I know who the wolf is from the movie. But yeah, I liked it. Well, duh, I reread it. Next was a book I got sent from Goodreads, and this is Single, Carefree, and Mellow, and this is just a whole bunch of short stories about like cheating and relationships and stuff like that, and I thought it was actually a really interesting take on it. Alright, now to The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, and I really liked this book. I purposely didn't read this when all the hype came out, and I tried to like lower my expectations on it. But I think that was actually a pretty good call. I actually really liked it. It was sad. I didn't cry, which, to be honest, if there's a book that can make me cry, I mean, I don't cry for books. But it was really sad. I felt all the feels and all that good stuff. Oh, and I have a review on this on my book blog as well. Alright, we're going to do this in bulk. Confessions of a Shopaholic, Shopaholic Takes Manhattan, Shopaholic Ties the Knot, Shopaholic and Sister, and Shopaholic and Baby. I keep forgetting that I also have other things that I read. Shopaholic and Baby, Mini Shopaholic, and I haven't read that one yet. Mini Shopaholic. I didn't really like the series. The series was not my favorite. The main character irritates me and I can't relate to her, and she doesn't even grow throughout it. So, I mean, it's kind of annoying. Yeah. Alright. Scouting for the Reaper by Jacob M. Appel, and I got this sent for Goodreads, and this wasn't alright. I actually really liked it. It's just a whole bunch of short stories about, like, people, and their experience. Anyway, I actually really enjoyed this. The cover has an interesting take on it. I don't like how it has a brooch, like, there, because when you're walking by it, it kind of freaks you out, but I think this is pretty decent, and it's a really quick read. Like, the stories are interesting. I liked it. Tales of the late 20th Century by James Snyder, and this one is short stories on people, like, kind of like about people who you like run into throughout your life, and I thought it was an interesting take. I liked it. It's a variety of different stories and situations, so I thought it was really cool. And the cover, like, it's soft, and like I like the cover a lot. A More Perfect Union by A.M.N. Goldman, and this one is more about, like, our founding fathers and what they thought, like, they wanted for our government and our country and all that stuff. And even though they weren't perfect, they still had good intentions. I like that. Alright, I'm not going to go too much into this. This one is a West of Sunset, and this is by Stuart O'Nan, and this one's about F. Scott Fitzgerald. It's kind of like his thoughts on, like, how he lived his later life. And I thought it was really cool. I like the cover. It's, like, simple, but it draws you in. But yeah, I liked it a lot, and I have a review on Goodreads book blog. I'm not sure if it's on Goodreads. I don't know. And the last physical book that I have is Between the Lines by Jodi Picoult and Samantha Van Leer, and I really, really liked this book. I just found out that there's going to be a second book in this, and I'm really excited, and it comes out on my hubby's birthday, so I'm going to get a present on my hubby's birthday. Well, if he likes it or not. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, let me go and get my journal where I put all of my thoughts on books, because I can't remember the ebooks that, or not the ebooks, but the library books that I read. One second. Hi! Okay, let's go through this, shall we? I already talked about Shopaholic, a mini Shopaholic. Alright, so there's Love Songs and Sonnets by Peter Washington, and I was in the mood for poetry when I was at my library in the beginning of the month, and I just wanted to read some poetry, so I went, and I thought this was a really beautiful collection of, like, lovey-dovey stuff, and I think it was super short and super sweet, and if you're in the mood for poetry and don't want to, like, waste a lot of time, like, you don't want, like, a huge book, I think that this is, like, the perfect size. It's, like, really tiny, something like that. It's tiny. But yeah. Maya and Filippo Visit a Glacier. This one's by Alenka Radowska. And this was sent for me for review, and it's just a little cute little children's book. I have a review down below. I really, really liked it. If you have kids, you should check it out. Alright, so I finally read The Darkest Minds and Never Fade this month, and I thought it was such a good story. This is another one that I didn't want to read right away because of all of the hype, but when I finally got into it, I really, really loved it and really enjoyed it, and that's, like, in the running for, like, my top book so far. So I really am glad that I picked it up finally, and I actually want, like, a section for my shelf, or them for my shelves, but we'll have to see later. Alright, next is Chopsticks, a novel. I have a review on this. Also, most of these books I have a review for on my book blog, but I don't know. I liked how it was done, and it was like one of those picture books, you know? Let me get it. I think I still have it. It's like this. It's just a whole bunch of pictures and letters and stuff, and it's about this pianist who is in love with this boy, and it's just their story and stuff. But I wanted more. Like, there wasn't much story-wise. I mean, I know pictures are worth 1,000 words, yada, 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 but I wanted more. I wanted more out of the book, more story, more depth than it was. It was kind of creepy, which I didn't think so. I thought it would be more like a contemporary novel or picture book, I guess. But I don't know. It was all right. It wasn't great. It was just all right. And that's it. That is everything. I had to make sure. That is all the books that I read for January. That's actually a lot of books. But yeah, let's go into the books that I plan on reading for the month of February. Let's go with that one first. Wah! I just realized that there's a lot of blue books that I want to read. Right now I'm currently reading In the Afterlife. I'm almost done with that, so I want to finish that off. Right. So, the first book that I want to read is The Daddy Survey by Janice Reams Hudson. I haven't really read anything from her, and this is one of those silhouette romance novels. I got this for 50 cents, so I figured why not. So yeah, I don't really know anything about this, but I also want to read The Importance of Being Earnest by Oscar Wilde. I read Picture of Dorian Gray last year, and I just wanted to read a little bit more classics this year, so I'm going to read this one. Another book is one that I got sent through Goodreads giveaway, and it is When Love Triumphs by Dora Hears. I don't really know anything about this book, but it's pretty cover. It looks pretty short. The font is kind of big on the bigger side, and it's really soft, so I'm actually just excited to read this book. Next, I'm going to finish off, I think it's the last one in the series, I'm not sure. Sophie Kinsella's Shopaholic to the Stars, and this is just another one about Becky Bloomwood, and I'm just reading it for completionist sake. I mean, I'm still rooting for her to have some personal growth. I really am. Next one that I'm going to read is The Lucky One by Nicholas Sparks. This is a reread for me, so I already know what to expect. And then I'm going to read Small Mercies by Eddie Joyce, and this one is a advanced reader's copy, and it comes out on March 3rd, so I want to read it in advance so I can do a review, and yeah, so that's that. Alright, and so those are the books that I plan on reading for the month of February, just blanketed off. Oh, and I also wanted to start doing my TBR jar. I have a lot of ebooks that I want to read, so all of the ebooks, or at least some of the ebooks, are on my in my TBR jar. So let's just pick one, hopefully. There's also series in here. I probably should take those out. The Princess Egypt Must Die. I don't really know who this is about. I probably should put authors on these things. But yeah, that's the book that ebook that I'm going to be reading this month, hopefully. Right? And then I have a few books. This is the last of it, I promise. It's like 14 minutes in filming. Alright, so you guys know that I'm part of a year-a-thon, and this month, it's actually going on right now. I just haven't started reading any of it. But this month is diversity, and what you do is you read books that are written by people that aren't your race, and or sorry, that don't have like the same like background as you are, which really is everyone, because I'm Pacific Islander and there isn't very many Pacific Islander authors, or about people who are different from you, like it's written about people. Anyway, but I have about 4 books that I want to read and get to. So let's just get into those. I finally want to read The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak, and I'm actually really excited to read this. I haven't read anything by Marcus Zusak, but I heard amazing things about this book, and again, I waited off so I don't have like that whole hype ruined my life kind of thing. That should be a hashtag. Anyway, but yeah, I'm super excited to get to this one. I don't really know anything about this next book. I just saw it in my library, and I thought it was interesting. and it is The Orphan Choir by Sophie Hahn. But yeah, I don't know anything about this. But yeah, sorry. Next are by the same author, and it is Soul's Healing Miracles and Divine Healing Hands, all by Dr. and Master Zai Gang Shaw. And I just think I got these for free, so I figured I'd give them a shot. But yeah, I'm excited. And look how like bright these things are. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll hopefully get off my and just edit, and yeah. So I guess I'll see you guys next time.